Welcome, lovelies. If you are new here, my name is Bree and I would like to welcome you to my channel. This channel is geared to motivate, inspire, uplift, and encourage those who want to have a more fulfilled life. Alright, so with that being said, if you're learning how to be more graceful, a good idea is to watch ballerinas or figure skaters and really observe their body movement. Notice their limbs are lightweight and dainty and that they really move with a grace. So a good starting point is when you're talking, talk more with your hands, but when you're talking with your hands, be more dainty in those hand movements. Also, practice walking. When you walk, it should look like you're floating or gliding. A good suggestion is to try walking on your tippy toes. This will allow you to learn how to be more mindful when taking your steps, as you will take smaller steps and strides. I would also suggest to dance and twirl around your house. I know that may seem silly to some of you, but when you're dancing and you're twirling around the house, one, you have to be mindful of the furniture around you, which will allow you to be more graceful. Thus, your movement's turning into a more dainty movement, thus becoming more graceful. Also, when you're twirling, you have to make sure your upper limbs are following that body movement, right? You can't twirl with your arms beside you stiff like this. I mean, you could, but you would look very odd. So when you're twirling, make sure your arms are up by your head and you're twirling with the movement of your body. Another way to be more graceful is to hold your head up high. When I walk, people say I walk with my head in the air, like my nose in the air. I don't walk with my nose that high in the air, but my head is not straight. Even when I talk, you guys will see a lot of my neck and my head does naturally just kind of go upward. I don't talk straight forward. And I'm saying that because when you begin to elevate and lift your head and hold your head high, this not only exudes a lot of confidence, but this is also graceful because it extends your neck. It lets your shoulders go back a little bit, going into that posture like a ballerina or like a figure skater. Okay, so another way to exude grace or how to be more graceful is to have a softer tone when you speak. Now, I'm not saying to speak like a baby or anything like that, but I'm saying instead of being very harsh with your words or having an attitude, speak softer. Speak slowly but with purpose. So don't drag your words. Don't talk like this, because then somebody will probably look at you like, are you okay? When I say speak slowly, really enunciate your words when they come out. When I say speak gently, speak with a more feminine pitch. Also, speak with eloquence. So what that means is to speak with intelligence, but be careful not to come off as arrogant. And also speak with a smile. Speak like you're happy. Speak with warmth. Speak with a caring heart, a heart of understanding, a heart of compassion. All of these attributes adds on to you becoming more graceful. So I know we've all heard of the Proverbs 31 woman, right? And most of us are trying to strive to be that woman. But know that the contemporary English version of Proverbs 31 verses 25 and 26 reads this: "She is strong and graceful, as well as cheerful about the future. Her words are sensible and her advice thoughtful." So let's just reflect on that verse, right? Know that you can be strong and graceful at the same time. I know that society has told us to be an independent, hardworking woman, the alpha female, and all these different things, taking ownership of ourselves, which there's nothing wrong with that. I'm totally here for being a strong woman, but don't let that strength overcome or surpass your grace. Strength and grace are both feminine. It may sound like an oxymoron, but gracefulness is an energy whereas strength is a mental or physical attribute. You can still be strong, you can be a leader, you can exude confidence, you can be independent, but you can still be sensible, you can still be considerate, you can still be caring, you can still be compassionate, you can still be graceful with being that type of woman. For instance, a lot of people think of me as a good leader. They say I'm very independent. However, I still learn how to be soft. I still am graceful. I still exude this energy, which actually is an added bonus and an added strength because I'm not giving off that typical masculine energy that we think we as women have to have in order to be respected, in order to be understood, in order not to be stepped on, right? But that's not true. When you exude grace and light, people will automatically respect you. People will know, oh, that person you don't mess with. That person, she's a child of God. That person, oh, she's different. They will automatically respect you. All right, so the next part of that verse is her words are sensible. Speak with intelligence and eloquence and know what you're talking about. Don't just read big words and start to add big, eloquent words into your vocabulary, but you don't even know the real definition of that word or really how to use it properly in a sentence. Because at the end of the day, people who do have real intelligence and real eloquence will easily sniff out the and will know that that's not really you. Going with that, be thoughtful of what you say and mindful of how you say things. You can still get your point across in a tactful way, in a sensible way, and a graceful way. Okay, so why is it important to be graceful? Because graceful is an energy. It's an essence of who you are, and it has to come from your soul. So if you are not graceful, ask God and pray to God to give you a graceful energy and essence. There's something about a woman who is graceful because everybody truly notices her. And I just want you to know that having a graceful energy is not just about being noticed. However, with being noticed can give you an opportunity to also be liked. Why? Because this gracefulness comes from the Lord. You have to tap into that energy. You have to bring that essence out of you. You have to awaken that gracefulness. And again, when people see your soft movements, they see the eloquence in your speech. They see you speaking intelligently. They see you exuding confidence and gliding when you walk. You will also be light because people will come up to you and say there's something different about you. And that's when you can then be light and shed on why it is that you are different. Oh, I have grace. You know, I prayed for this. You can start ministering to people and pouring into people and again being that light while representing God. This is why it is important to exude these type of energies and behaviors, because at the end of the day, it's not about you. It's not about me, but it's about what we can do with the life that God has given us. So, like I said, a lot of us want to be a Proverbs 31 woman, or we're trying to start our journey on being a Proverbs 31 woman, but know that you cannot be a Proverbs 31 woman without exuding grace, without having grace within. All right, so I know a lot was said, but I hope with this video you can really begin reflecting on the woman that you are today. I challenge you to gain a spirit of grace, and that's what it is. It's a spirit, but not like a weird, like demonic possessive spirit. Just think of like the fruits of the spirit, right? You have fruits of the spirit, but then you have, of course, demonic spirits and entities. But gracefulness is a fruitful spirit that again can bring life to others. And I guarantee you, once you begin to exude gracefulness, you will begin to see a positive shift in your life. All right, guys, so thanks for watching this video. I hope you guys truly enjoyed. Remember to subscribe to this channel, and I will see you next time. Bye, lovelies.